Hey guys, it's So from Stretch Kinetics here, and I'm going to be taking you through a partner stretch today to help you find length through your client's chest. So a lot of our chest muscles, in particular that pec minor, can get really short if we're kind of shrugged over a laptop, over a keyboard or over our phone all day. So this stretch can really help to open that up and find a little bit of length in those areas that might feel tight. So I have the lovely Lara with me today, who's going to be our body and our demo for this stretch. So for this one, you'll need a bolster. You can do this just flat on the floor, but I tend to find that unless you've got someone who's really tight, you may feel like it's just a little bit too easy for them. You can't get that extra depth. If you've got a rolled up towel or a bolster or a thick pillow you can use, it can really help with this one as well. So I'm going to spin around, I'm going to lie the bolster down. I'm going to get Lara to leave her butt on the ground because it's a bit of a shorter bolster, so that as she lies back, she can pop her hands behind her head, just interlacing her fingers and just kind of lie down. So legs can be extended out, or you can leave your knees bent, step their client's feet out wide and let the knees knock in together, just however feels more comfortable for them. And then for this position, we're going to be working with a little bit of PNF stretch. So I'm going to start really light, and I'm going to check in with Lara throughout with this one. So we never want to hit more of that 7 out of 10 in terms of stretch sensation. So I'm just going to start to gently push down, and what I'm doing is kind of pushing down, but I'm also tractioning outwards. So if I was sliding my hands along her arms and they were moving, they would be sliding kind of out like that. So I'm working to lengthen out the muscles as well as find that little bit of opening and that traction down. Where are we at out of 10 there, Lara?
Yeah, about 6.
6. I might just go just a fraction further. And then I'm going to get Lara to just take a nice big inhale in. And then as she exhales, I'm going to get her to try and close her elbows, just using 10% of her strength. So it's a really light contraction for 3, 2, 1. Let it go, just relax. Good. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Nice big inhale in. Exhale, finding that little close of the elbows. 3. So I'm just resisting her as she's pushing up. 2, 1. Let it go. And then just checking in. We're still at a 7. Or you want to go a bit deeper? You're good?
Good.
Easy. 1 more like that. Then we exhale, close the elbows. Good. For 3, for 2, and 1. I'm just going to hold it there so you can let your elbows relax now, just finding that little bit of a stretch. That's it. So I'm just really resisting her push. I'm not actually applying any more pressure. As soon as she said that 7 out of 10, I check in with her at that kind of second to last PNF stretch, just in case there's a little bit more range there. There wasn't too much in that case, and that's fine. It's just that extra tightness through the front that we just want to work on there. And then you want to be mindful, I'm kind of holding this stretch. You want to go anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds just holding that stretch and encouraging your client just to find their breath and just let the body relax into that stretch. And then when I'm going to help her out of it, we're going to go for a little bit of movement as well. So I'm going to take her elbows underneath, because it can feel quite strong coming out of this, and just let her elbows close up. We're going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to get Lara just to hold her fingers interlaced behind her head, and I'm just going to find a little push up, bringing her into a little bit of flexion. And then I'm going to bring her back down. I'm going to go back into that open. So elbows are going to come down. You can just let them drop down towards the floor, let them be heavy. Finding that push out. Again, I'm kind of tractioning more outwards than downwards now with a little bit of that push down. And we'll go 1 more like that. I'm going to close her elbows down. I'm just going to add a little bit of rotation this time. So I'm going to find that little bit of push up. And I'm just going to take it over to one side. And then just over to the other. And I'm going to let her slowly come back down. Go to take 1 more open out of those arms. Let everything drop down. Just going to apply that little bit of traction. Again, I'm not going any stronger than I did when we first started. And then we're going to slowly bring them back together, and she can sit herself up after that. So it's a really kind of easy one to do. Just be mindful as you're stretching your clients out with these ones. It can feel like you're not applying too much, but it can feel really strong for them. So always check in with your clients as you're doing this as well. But that was your chest opener stretch with the bolster or your rolled up towel that you can use here as well. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.